It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Pittsburgh... Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Jaden Reed to return this. Showing a little burst so far. We're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry now for Kyron Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
First down throw, Mahomes. Buying some time right. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
We'll kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it sets up 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Go set.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Play fake. Darnold. Catch is made in close. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Set. Reset.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Go set.
Back-to-back carries here. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He's got the squiver. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And Apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start out 2nd and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Giving them an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. Hits him on the in route. Escapes the defender. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll try and punch it in. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Yellow lady.
Now Darnold off the play action. Caught by his fullback behind the line. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Steelers nothing.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he needed just 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. The Steelers calling their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Sideline. This is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Snags it near the edge. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on 2nd down. Now Darnold. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and long. Here's Darnold. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime.
At their own 16-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on the quick hitter. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
It's his running back. Makes the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
The 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Finally caught, and he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Well, that, Brock, I think we all thought that they had connected on a touchdown there. Nobody expected to see him come in and force that fumble right as he was approaching the goal line.
Yeah, on one hand, an excellent play call. On the other, I got to give some credit to the effort of that defense. It was taken away all by the heart of one player to chase him down and never give up.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A big 34-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down. To the air, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jaden Reed, the intended target. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's going to line up in the red for this play back at the 8. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Behind Diablo there on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4.
Play fake, Darnold. This is Cox, that's Walker. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's a Browns 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rolling on 1st, here's Darnold. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And the Browns get there and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to 17.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. This is our last play of the quarter. 1st and 10. Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
He has the first over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
And again, it's Darnold. Oh, he lost the football. And the Steelers get to it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Back to throw it. Headed out right. That's the line he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. 30. He's at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick six.
Dude, I know you've listened to me over the years praise and compliment offenses to just not go away from success. If you're running it well, keep running it. If you're throwing it, keep throwing it. Don't go away from it. Well, this defense, they're not going away from the pressure. And you see the dividends it's paid this time all the way for 6 points.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Reed. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Oh, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., so they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, it's Mahomes. And he put everything he's got behind it. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Now Darnold off the play action. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns feeling good with a 14-point advantage. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Buying some time left. Making the call himself. Darnold hit and he fumbles it. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. The Browns are lining up to punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback. And quarterback, protect yourself.
Definitely got to watch for a safety here, partner. 2nd and long from their 1. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception with just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Now to throw. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs. So after we saw 4th down last snap, now we've got 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close.